All right, welcome to the third boxing lesson. So, first boxing lesson, as a quick review, was the jab. The jab. Second boxing lesson was the straight. Boom. Also called the straight right. Boom. Now, third lesson. You may think it's going to be the third punch, but actually it's not. It's our first combination, the old 1-2 punch. Now, generally when you are calling as a trainer, the jab is either one or jab, and the straight right is usually called straight or right. Even if you're talking to the southpaw, you tell them to throw the right punch. You could call it the left and whatever, but generally I don't. I just call it a right. The two is the old 1-2 punch. Okay, nobody says 1-2. You don't have time for that if you're calling out commands. It's just the two. So what is this? The two is the jab punch combination. You may have heard the old 1-2. It's basically all you need in a fight. The old 1-2, straight punches. So how do you do this? Well, basically you're just going to do the jab followed by the straight. Boom, 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 boom. Now, when you pump jab, one thing I didn't mention is you're aiming your line of sight down between these two front knuckles, just like sight on a rifle. Okay, I'm going to tilt this up a bit just so that my punches don't disappear. Boom. So I'm looking down, and same here, I'm looking down between them. So the two is bam, 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 bam. Now ideally, you're going to want this to sound like one punch if you were hitting a pad. Now, unless you're Sugar Ray Leonard or somebody, not gonna happen, but that's what you're aiming for. So defense, again, one step forward, bend your knees, bend your ankles. You want your bull horns. If anybody hits you with a body shot, they can hit this hard chunk of bone down to their hands. Chin down so you don't get hit in the throat, and if they hit you, better they hit you on this large chunk of bone and don't give you whiplash by sending your face backwards. And yeah, so chin down, you're looking up, elbows in, and if you try with your arms akimbo, it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't cave your knee in on the 1. Forward, boom. So from here, pa, pa, and you breathe on every strike. Pa, 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 pa. So again, the keys are very loose. Throw your punch out nice and loose. Throw your punch out nice and loose. And it's just 2, 2. And you're going to be moving around again. So it's important not to lean forward. Key to your defense is going to be basically your footwork. Most of your defense is going to be footwork. And then you got things like head movement. So when you throw your punches, you don't want to lean. You want your back to stay upright. That way you can still move around. Once you lean, kind of off balance, it's harder to move. But you should be moving by pushing off balls of your feet. I like to do my training barefoot. There's a lot of muscles in your feet. I've been a karate man my whole life, so I'm used to that. If you're wearing shoes, I understand. So again, jab punch, jab punch, jab punch. Now, what about punch jab? Well, I mean, that's possible, but generally, you're going to start your combo with a jab. Good thing about the jab, even if you throw it slow or you feint, Feint is a fake punch that you're going to get the person, your opponent, to flinch on. They think a jab is coming, it's not, and then you can sneak this in. Or you can jab and sneak this in. You can be sneaky with your feints. Another thing is, I didn't mention this on the jab video, but jab to the body. Generally you're going to sink to throw your jab. Or you can also jab backwards. Boom. So it's going to be punch back, punch back, punch forward, punch forward. Move to the side. You can always punch. Same here. Punch, punch, punch. So the old 1-2 punch. The jab to the body. Actually, I broke a guy's rib. First time I probably threw this, about 30 odd years ago. Boom, sink. Now, this is a little different. I'm sticking my butt out. It's kind of like a snaky attack. You can just sink, boom, but get your head out of the way is another method. So, 1-2 punch, the 2, bop, 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 bop. That's basically the combo we're looking for. All right, so if you have any questions, any comments, anything you'd like to add, down below. If you want to learn your fundamentals of your first 2 punches, those videos are up. Till next time, who loves you, baby? All the best.